Hi, boys and girls, folks. Welcome to the IEM Reviewer, your independent channel for the technical review of budget IEMs under 100 US for stage monitoring, sound operations, and quality music. Today, we have our recent release, Christmas 2023 from KZ, the KZ-ZSN Pro 2. The KZ-ZSN family is the one that started the famous KZ curve, which is characterized by strong bass presence and mid bass presence and strong treble presence, very energetic curve to compensate for that mid bass without mudding and bringing up detail on your instruments and resolution and separation. Okay, it was a very famous IEM released in 2018, the original ZSN, and it started. And it's still used around many stages all over the world, but this one is the new iteration of their family, the ZSN Pro. It's a hybrid with one uh, dynamic driver and one BA installed in the tip. And it's just the latest model of the ZSN family, which includes the original ZSN released in 2018, the ZSN Pro, the ZSN Pro X, and now the ZSN Pro 2. Okay, so how does it fare? Its impedance is 26 and its sensitivity is 108 decibels, which is very good. It has a metal faceplate, very similar to the ZS10 Pro, but the ZS10 Pro has like 3 of these big screws. This one has only 1. Doesn't come in black. I received only in silver, and there's some other colors still to go. You can see the dynamic driver in there and the balanced armature driver right in the tip. This one is already installed with a memory foam ear tip, and you're gonna know why. But it's followed the same shape of all the KZ hybrids family, the ZS10, the ZAX, and it's very comfortable in the ear, very fit. Okay, so let's have a look at it. So this is how it graphs. It's a very interesting curve response. Uh, it has strong bass and sub bass, but from all the KZ ZSN families, one of the best bass there is, and because there's no excess in sub bass, and it's the second best mid bass um, graph on the ZSN family. So overall on the bass, it's the best bass in there is. It's also the best in the mids because there's no like excess in the high mids, between the high mids and the upper mids, at around 2 or 3K, and there's no dip in the upper mid. The on the highs as well, it's one of the best because it has a lot of extension and it doesn't dip below our curve. You have no missing frequencies there. Like it's normal in the on those hybrids to have a big dip in those simple hybrids like one DD and one BA, to have a big dip in the presence on the beginning of the brilliance. But this one doesn't. It's very nicely done, and it's the best response curve from all these ESN families, maybe from even more expensive ones. All right. Balance wise, it's treble uh, focus. It has a lot of treble, hence the memory foam ear tip. Once you put that in, it's absolutely perfect. It sells for the IEM itself sells for like $16 now on launch. Very cheap, very good sounding. And the if you buy the KZ memory foam ear tip, it comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Use the smallest one that can provide you with a nice fit, because the smallest one will push it further into your ear canal and will give you better bass. And the memory foam will control all that extra treble. So it's very good. Once you put it in, it becomes a beast really for stage monitoring. All right. So balance-wise, it's treble focused, but you can fix that easily with a very cheap memory foam ear tip, right? EQ-wise, it's an energetic. It's the KZ curve. It's very energetic, very good for stage. Not so much for mixing, because your mixes are gonna sound dull if you mix with a very energetic phone. But for stage monitoring, it's perfect. It's very good, right? Extension, amazing extension on sub bass, on treble. You hear everything on all the frequencies. It's an amazing extension. Treble fidelity, it's very good. You hear since there's no like high peaks on the upper mids presence, you hear exactly what your instrument is producing. There's a very strong um, timbre timbre fidelity, which is much better than all uh, the other KZs, simple hybrids. Let's say the ZSN, the ZS10, and the ZAX family. It's a very good timbre fidelity. Detailing, amazing detail. It reaches the details of the higher end hybrids like the ZAX. It's almost as I'd say it's 99% of the details that you have in the ZAX, no problem. It's like if there is a difference, you need to pay a lot of attention. And even then, it's so good. It's so good on the detailing. It doesn't really, for $15, $16, it's amazing the detail that this IEM brings you. You're gonna listen to all of the instruments, all of the things. Your guitarists, you might even listen to your pick on your strings if you have a good mix on your ear. Um, and soundstage is very good. It's the best soundstage of the ZSN family. You can hear everything that's around. You can hear where they are. If your sound operator does nicely with the pens, you're gonna feel like you're on stage. You're gonna know where each other, all the instruments are. It's very good stage. Also the best stage on the ZSN family. So let's have a look at how it compares to the ZSN Pro X, which was the ZSN latest model. You can see that how the mids, how the bass is more controlled on the ZSN Pro 2. So that will give you more detail. That will give you less mudding of the sound, right? On the mids, you see how there's no peak between the mid and upper mid at around 3K, and there's no dip in the upper mid as well. So it has a better timbre fidelity for the tones of voice, for the tones of guitars, keys, everything else. Everything's going to be on the right timbre. And on the high, you see there's less dip in the highs, and there's a good extension. So it's amazing. It's really good UIs. If you compare them to a higher end IEM like the ZAX with 8 drivers, you can see how it fixed the ZAX problem with the sub bass. It has a better mid with less peaks than the ZAX, and it has the same extension, if not more, with a little bit less of the treble highness above 13,000, which is not that much of a problem there anyway, but it gives you lots of extension. So this is it. First review of the KZ-ZSN Pro 2, just now, Christmas 23, blind lunch by KZ, 16 US, recommended with memory foam, absolutely recommended for stage monitoring. It passed all our tests here in the studio. It's durable, there's no switch, no problems with sweat or anything. KZ-ZSN Pro 2 recommended for stage monitoring. Quite energetic for monitoring, but you can do it. Just be careful with your highs and lows. And that's it. See you all, folks. God bless you.